Welcome to School of Civil Engineering. This is Hedaetullah with another new video. In this video, we'll discuss about types of column in construction. Which types of column are used basically in construction. So in a previous video, already have discussed about type of beams. Different types of beam and its use, and also they have many types of civil engineering basic video available in this channel, and also software related video also available in this channel. So if you're new here, you can watch that, and let's start. First of all, we'll see columns are classified based on several conditions which include by using different types of condition, by used and by types, materials, like that. We'll at first divide the column in several way. So first of all, based off reinforcement, based on types of reinforcement, which types of reinforcement used in column. Then based on type of loading, then based on slenderness ratio, based on shape, based on construction materials. So first of all, I will discuss about based on type of reinforcement. Okay, so if we see first of all tight column. So tight column is this types of column is commonly construct from reinforcement concrete. Longitudinal reinforcement are confined with closely spaced tie reinforcement. If we see here, this is the figure of tie reinforcement, and here this is the tie reinforcement, the square shape of tie used in column for confining longitudinal reinforcement with definite spacing. So after that, if we see a spiral column, here is our spiral column. Spiral column is also construction from reinforcement concrete. In these types of column, longitudinal bar are confined within closely spaced and continuously wound spiral reinforcement. Spiral reinforcement provide lateral. Okay, so for spiral reinforcement, here only one reinforcement bar are confined circularly with up to down. Okay, here this is spiral column, and after that if we go composite column, so it's easy. Different types of material are used in composite column when the longitudinal reinforcement is in the form of a structural steel section or pipe with or without longitudinal bar. It is called as composite column. Different types of material will be used here. Then we'll discuss our column based on types of loading. Okay, so according to loading, which types of column are available. So this is the axially loaded column. If vertical axial load act on the center of gravity, so it's clear to you. If suppose in column cross section there have two axis and y section, if the loads are working center of that section, okay, center of that section, here center of that section, then it is not known as axially loaded column. Then if we see column with uniaxial loaded, here column with uniaxial eccentric loading. Suppose uniaxial, this is the term uniaxial, when the vertical loads do not considered with the center of gravity. If the vertical load do not working on center of gravity of the column section, but rather act eccentrically either one x or y axis of the column cross section, then it is called uniaxial eccentric loading column. The loads, our applied loads will work on the above the axis, not other side only axis, it will be only for y axis or only for x axis. Okay, so this is known as uniaxial eccentric loading. Then column with biaxial. Suppose if the applied load are not only in x or y axis, it's here outside of that axis, then it is known as biaxial eccentric loading. Here when the vertical on the column is not considered with center of gravity of column cross section and does not action on either axis x and y, then the column is also called it biaxially eccentric column. Then based on slenderness ratio, this is the important topic when we design building. So according to slenderness ratio, column are two types, short column and long column. We all know that, short column and long column. So what is the condition for short column? If the ratio effective length of the column to the latest lateral dimension is less than 12, the column is called as short column. Column is called as short column. Okay, I mean our ratio of effective length of the column to lateral dimension is less than 12, then it is called it short column. And for long column, similarly, if the that dimension is, I mean effective length to of the column and least lateral dimension is exist 12, then it is called it long column. A long column faced by bending or buckling. Okay, bending or buckling, but short column fail in crushing. So now we'll discuss about based on shape. So we all know that according to shape, it's a square rectangle shape, circular column, then L-shaped column, then T-shaped column. So you all know that about that. And after that, based on construction materials. So if we see, first of all, reinforcement concrete, the column are constructed with reinforcement concrete. Then column are constructed with steel, I mean steel column and reinforced concrete column. And after that, timber column, they have many used of timber column. Then brick column, it is well familiar to everywhere. So column are based on construction material, that is. And here E block column, if we construct column with respect to block, then it is known as E block column. And also F stone column. These types of column are available in market. So now I want to tell you about an important thing, that suppose you want to find out the short column and long column. I mean, how will find out the short column and long column? Which column are short and which column are long? Then you have to use slenderness ratio. So how will find out that column? By using slenderness ratio, that you will find out in the video playlist of basic knowledge for civil engineering playlist. They have many videos that are really important for a civil engineer. I mean, this is the absolute required basic knowledge for civil engineer. And also about many topics like types of column, types of slab, types of foundation, and also different software required for our civil engineering, which types of software is good for which types of work. So these all are available in our that playlist. And also almost every types of software required for civil engineering, that's how to download and how to install, and the tutorials required for that are also available in our this channel. So after all, if you think that was helpful for you, press the like button and also leave a comment so that I can understand that is really helpful for you. So thank you very much. Stay connected till next video.